What's up, Rockstars? It's Amanda Mock here from AmandaMock.com, and we have some great business advice for you today. I received an email that I wanted to share with you guys. It's a common issue that I deal with many of my clients who are just getting their ball rolling or are going through growing pains and things along those lines. Jessica wrote to me an email. I always hear about how important it is to have a good team. I've attempted to bring people in under me, but it never seems to work out. They either aren't capable of doing what they claim, or they require money and time to train. Even after I make the financial investment in them, they can't seem to do the job right. This loses me money in business. What can I do to get the help that I need? And what can I do to bring in better people who are capable of doing what I actually require? Well, there's probably two issues that are going on here, Jessica, and I'm going to address the smaller one first and then the bigger one second. First off, you probably aren't doing something right in your screening process. You either are being too lenient or too nice and trying to help people out because they seem nice enough and smart enough to do the job, or you aren't being clear enough in describing what it is that you require for them. It might be time to maybe ask individuals when they come in for your interviews or when you're researching them, what do you really think this job does and what do you think you really need to do for it? That's going to help you figure out if you need to clarify in your job description. Maybe you're assuming that they know more about your business than they actually do. That'll probably help you get a lot more qualified candidates to begin with. And the other thing that I see also going on with that intake process is, why are you paying to train people? You're a small business owner. If you're going to outsource something to somebody, they need to be able to do whatever it is that you're giving them to do better than you can. If they can't, it's not worth your time. The bottom line is, if you hire somebody who either isn't capable of doing it or that you have to train to do it outside of maybe proprietary systems, they're not going to be a real help to you. You need someone who knows whatever it is that you're going to do better than you can, which justifies the cost of outsourcing it or hiring somebody under you. If you can't do that, they're not good enough for the job. The other thing that I see going on is I see a lot of, and this is the secondary and probably what's really happening, I see a lot of blaming. There's a lot of they're doing this, they can't do this, why am I having this problem with them, right? Well, we already addressed the hiring issue, and I'm going to assume that you've gotten that taken care of, or that you are doing a good job at screening, and maybe you are. A lot of people actually do a really good job at hiring, but what happens is after they bring them on, they assume too much from their team members, and then they start up the blame game. It's their fault. This person did that, so they aren't doing their job properly, and now it's caused me all of these issues. Well, you're probably not managing them the way that you should be. So you need to ask yourself, first off, are you tracking what they're doing and setting goals with them? Even if it's not necessarily a sales job, they need to have some kind of structure to follow. They're working for you because they don't have the ability to start their own business and have all of that structure built in. So are you setting those goals and structuring them and tracking them with them so that they know what they're working on, why it's important, and how it matters? Another thing is, are you creating a sense of community? That's a really big thing. Small business owners really fail to give all of the people they're working with a great sense of community and understanding and feeling of what they're doing. They just expect them to do the task and move on without really knowing how what they're doing affects the business. Make them a part of your business. Make them a part of the community. Even if you're only paying them $9 an hour to do administrative tasks, make them a part of whatever it is that you're doing in any way that you can. And then lastly, you need to motivate your people. So many businesses fail to do this, and the ones that do it right are the ones that do really, really well. But you have to motivate your people. You have to give them a reason to be happy, to be excited to come to work in the morning. And sometimes that means not focusing on work. Sometimes that means just going out and having fun with whoever it is that's working with you, so that they can feel the joy of maybe reaching goals or just being part of the business and going back to the community with you. So those are the three things. Those are the three big things. And without knowing many more particulars of what's going on, I can have a pretty good guess that that's probably the issue that you're having. And that's the issue that most people have. So what do you need to do? You need to either improve your hiring and intake process and improve your job description when you bring them in, or You need to track and set goals so that they can be part of whatever processes you have going forward. You need to be able to make them feel as if they're part of a community, and you have to work to start to motivate your team. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but once you get going, it just happens naturally. It takes a very little time. So that's your tip today. That answers that question. If you guys ever have any questions, go ahead and email me at info@amandamock.com or leave a comment below. If you liked this video, if you felt it was informative and it gave you some help in your business needs, or it could help somebody else that you might know, go ahead and click like or share below with your friends and family and whoever you would like. If you aren't already part of the mailing list where I give away lots of other great tidbits about businesses and getting yourself going, I would like you to go to amandamock.com and sign up for the mailing list. As for that, rock on and live like the rock star you are.